Good evening and welcome to another update video for the Nasdaq 100. I'm on the hourly chart right now, and at the moment the informations from my last video played out nicely at the moment. We have to see how this is developing, but at least at the moment I do think that let me zoom out and start over here, because the first target that gave us Fibonacci or price support here was the 38.2 Fib retracement at 22,785. That move, in my view, is only at the moment, or can be seen as the wave A of this larger correction. We're now in this B wave to the upside, and then we should get another C wave to the downside. Can I rule out that this is a more sustainable low and we move higher from here and take out the all-time high? I don't know. We have to see, but at least the characteristic of that corrective move down, it was a real sharp decline, so very fast, and a very, very low, or it didn't take a lot of time. So you see it was straight down. We took like, how many days? It started on December, no, it is on the 31st of July, we declined, and yeah, it took only like 2 days, it's like very, very fast. And normally you want to have a wave 4 correction that's a little bit longer in time, okay? And that's why I leave open the potential that the move down was only the A wave, labeled in red. We are now in the B wave, labeled in red, and C wave still to come. That then would finish our blue wave 4. What I can rule out, or what I cannot rule out, is that this is already a low of sort in place. I don't know right now, but it doesn't look finished to me, okay? We can possibly, if we consider this being a low here on our 1st of August low, and we move up now in an impulsive fashion, like we're forming a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only know that if we break above the 88.2 retracement taken from the high to the low, and that is the level at 23,721. Until here we have relatively strong Fib resistances and targets in sight. I'm going to zoom in a second here. But the area right now that we could hold is above us here, and which is also the 78.6 and the 61.8, where we are right now trading at the level between 23,439 and 23,618. These are the next Fib retracement levels that we have, or that provide some resistance to the upside. And in my view, only a break above the 88.2 at 23,721 opens the door for higher prices. We have to see how this is developing, but also, the A wave, fine, could also be counted as a wave 1 in the bullish scenario. We don't know that yet, and both counts, like if we say this was a wave 1, this was a wave 2 instead of the B wave, and we're now working on the 3 and so on. These counts at the moment run side by side, because also the C wave is a 5-wave move. And that's right now the question, because we have several levels to the upside that should hold in this scenario where we get one more decline in the C of 4. But let me just zoom in here now and let's talk about some levels to the upside which are relevant. In my view, either this is the beginning of something bigger, we don't know that right now, but I leave the potential open here that we are just topping, or that we are just in a B wave to the upside followed by a C wave to the downside. And the C wave in red here needs to be a 5-wave move. We have done wave 1, wave 2. We are still working in the 3 in my view. We should get a 4 and a 5. And the question is right now, how high does that extend? We have several targets, which is one of them is the 2.272, which is at 23,514. And above we have the 2.618 at 23,576. Above we have our 100% extension compared to the whole wave A here. That is the target at 23,667. This is slightly above the 78.6 retracement level. So I don't rule out that the price moves up here. So we need 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't rule out that we're going to go and touch the 100% extension and possibly then flip again to the downside. I don't know that, okay? We have to be open also that the bulls try to attack the 88.2 at 23,721, and from here we can go higher. But at least we have to be open, or we have to keep it in mind that this move to the upside is just a B wave, and we come down once more in the C wave, okay? Until we have probably like a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5, until we don't have 5 waves to the upside completed, we don't know if this is only a 3-wave counter trend rally to the upside and we come back down. We don't know that, okay? So we have to be open for both scenarios right now. So I could possibly label that as an alt wave 1. Let me just make that a little bit bigger, smaller. So probably alt wave 1. We can copy that. This then would be our wave 2 instead of the B wave. So I just want to make you aware of that possibility, okay? So if the low here is in on our 1st of August low, we have to be open that this is building to the upside. But as long as we're not taking several levels to the upside, I still consider this being a B wave to the upside. Only if we get these 5 waves on the higher scale up, on the bigger degree up, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? That is our first sign that we hold a higher low afterwards and then continue higher. But if we only get these 3 waves, like an A, B, C, and hold here and move down to the downside, we just have to be open for both possibilities right now, okay? So we don't have a crystal ball, but we can follow at the moment the roadmap here and be on the safe side that probably this is just a 5-wave move in C of B, okay? So that's my update for today. It's a really short one because I have nothing else to add right now. And then to the downside, we can talk about some downside targets afterwards. We still have the 50% at 22,456 if we consider this being a B wave and then another move to the downside, okay? We are not there yet. If we have a top in place, we can then also measure downside targets by taking the Fibonacci extension tool. We will then do that when we know what's going on here, okay? Please be aware that both scenarios are still possible, and we cannot rule out either upside continuation or a move to the downside. What I can also add again is watching the 88.2, okay? Then I wish everybody a nice evening and talk to you soon. Bye-bye, ciao.